2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Spurs came into the arena earlier with one thought on their mind, walking out of here with a win. A shimmering view of the Big Easy. It's twilight in New Orleans, home of tonight's broadcast. And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. And our broadcast team tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Hey, Allie.
Hey, Brian, it's not often one team loses a superstar big man and immediately welcomes another. But that's been the case with the Pelicans and Zion Williamson. Last season, he tied the record for most consecutive 20-point games, shooting over 50% from the field. 25 straight, alongside Shaquille O'Neal. Brian, impressive.
Outstanding. Thanks, Allie. A rarity tonight, Smitty. Both teams tonight run their offenses through the post.
BA, we can expect a physical game tonight. And with the right players, you can still win by playing inside out.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. Murray and White in the backcourt. Thaddeus Young out there with Keldon Johnson. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. And for New Orleans, Zion at power forward with Valanciunas at center. Devontae Graham out there with Josh Hart. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. To the inside. And there's Graham. That one's good. The assist by Ingram.
Great ball movement by B.I. Spots a wide open teammate and feeds him.
The drive by Murray. A good look from Johnson. Pirtle in the post. Valanciunas covering. The shot by Pirtle, no good.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And out of bounds. San Antonio will have
San
it.
Antonio.
We've seen guys get traded, become the guy for a team, and excel. One example is Brandon Ingram going to New Orleans as the piece in the Anthony Davis deal in the summer of 2019.
Now here's Murray. Drives to the hoop. Lays it up and banks it in.
I like this from Murray. This is what the team needs from him. He's a catalyst.
Knocked loose. And stolen by Murray. Pass to White. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. During his first year in the Big Easy, Ingram thrived as the focus of the Pelicans offense. Named to his first All-Star game.
And at just 22 years old, B.A., it wasn't just Ingram averaging over 23 points per game. It was his 39% shooting from deep, also throwing in about 6 rebounds and 4 assists per game. Brandon made a statement in his first year in New Orleans that he can be a franchise player in this league.
Here's White. The Pelicans getting their last shot to go. Williamson inside. Young's there. Hart from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Staying unselfish, keeping your eyes up. So important for a young player. Zion, mature beyond his years.
Now here's Pirtle. Young, the pass to Murray. Back to Young. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's Ingram. The jumper from the wing off target.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Johnson with a bucket.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Graham against Murray. Graham, the pass to Ingram. Oh, rejected by Pirtle.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
White. Second shot opportunity. And he takes it up and lays it in.
And this is right in his wheelhouse. Hitting the boards and cashing in.
When he gets a few of those early, look out. It gets his blood pumping, and suddenly there's nobody who can hold him.
Hart finds Ingram. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Outside White. Murray against Graham. Right side Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Over Williamson. The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Graham, the pass to Valanciunas. To end the run. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
2 minutes remaining
Johnson.
in the first. 2 minutes.
The floater. And no good. Nice D from Valanciunas. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Flashing his vertical there. Williamson really makes dunking look so effortless. He's special.
Now here's White. Johnson with it. Pass to Murray. Over Graham. Valanciunas with a rebound. New Orleans has gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. Ingram up top.
San Antonio foul.
And there's the foul.
Keldon
Johnson.
That's his first personal foul.
And the Pelicans
First team
going to a
foul.
whole new group out there.
Into the lineup for the Spurs.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
There's a minute 17 left in the first. Pass to Marshall. Here's Temple. The 3. And he buries his first look.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
Here's Forbes. Here's Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Temple. Pass to Alexander Walker. And he makes no mistake.
Alexander Walker. They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
McDermott from outside. Rebounded by New Orleans. Here's Alexander Walker. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Well, good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Pelicans on top, up by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
It's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you think, guys?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and the reserves delivered.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
They've got Hayes, and it's Lewis in at the 1. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And there's a whistle that goes on Doug McDermott. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his
A
first
great
personal
job to
foul.
establish position and square up.
New Orleans in the lead. Here's Lewis. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Spurs shooting 40% from the field in this one. On the wing, Forbes. And there's the drive. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot.
Jackson
so he'll
Hayes.
head to the line to shoot a pair.
That's his
It's
first
gonna go
personal
on
foul.
Jackson Hayes.
First
He
team
was one of
foul.
those great summer league stories.
Shooting for San Antonio,
Can get by
Bryn
as a
Forbes.
knockdown shooter,
Taking
while
2
still
shots.
rounding out the rest of his game.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one. All right, Smitty, looking back at your career, you were named an All-Star scoring 20 points a game, but you also played a few years as a role player. What do you think the key was to that transition?
You know, BA, you have to always embrace being a great teammate no matter what the role is. Of course, winning a ring like I did with the Spurs, that makes coming off the bench much easier.
Good on both. Here's Alexander Walker. Here he goes. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. And there's the rejection. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession.
Spurs substitution.
Satoransky's checked in. And the Spurs making a change here. Here's McDermott. The shot, no good. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. To the paint. Walker with the steal. In transition, here they come. Vassell can't get it to go. Now Satoransky on the wing. Alexander Walker. They get it back. Marshall. And they convert it last to attempt number 3. And now it's a 6-point New Orleans lead.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Eubanks. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Primo. 6 to shoot. Over Satoransky. Primo can't hit.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Here's Temple. Yes, it's good.
Garrett
He's got
Temple.
5.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Outside Walker. Here's Primo. It's blocked. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks.
Spurs.
They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
The other thing they've done is immediately get out on the fast break. They're definitely getting some points down.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
They're hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. try and carve out some easy buckets.
Pelicans fans, your Pelicans dance team. All right, look who's coming to the court. Come on, get up and get loud for your Pelicans dance team.
Substitution.
Look here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Hayes. Williamson comes in for Marshall. Ingram's checked in for Temple. And Hart subbed in for Alexander Walker. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Williamson against White. Looking to end the drought. Not going to go that time. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way.
You know, something Zion Williamson was at the forefront of was helping arena workers affected by the COVID pandemic. He set an unbelievable example with his generosity.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Spurs.
Spurs ball.
Rams checked in for
For
Satoransky.
your Pelicans, Devontae Graham.
The Spurs have gone 0 for 6 in the second. Not looking good. To the middle. Here's White. Yes, and it's Murray
Derek
picking up
White.
the assist. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. And you're referring to Zion's pledge to pay the salaries of so many workers furloughed during that trying time.
NBA, Zion's effort led to a lot of other NBA players following suit. It was great to see just how much NBA players care about their communities and the people behind the scenes.
Now here's White. He has 6. Pass to Young. And it's
Pelicans,
good.
5.
Fought through
Josh
contact.
Hart.
Hit the shot.
That's his first
and will
personal
go
foul.
to the line.
You know, the
At
long-time
the line
veteran
for the
Thaddeus
Spurs,
Young has
Thaddeus
changed his
Young.
game. He's become
One
more
shot.
of a point forward, and he has thrived in that role.
And Smitty, as you alluded to, the passing numbers for Young have really climbed.
They are starting to use him in a lot of those short roll sets. He has great chemistry with his guards. It could be a brand new version of how Thaddeus Young is going to play going forward.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Outstanding focus by Valanciunas on the shot. He is just a big, strong
Defensive
player
foul.
who brushes off opposing
Keldon
defenders.
Johnson. That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
At the line for New Orleans, Jonas Valanciunas. At the line for 1.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good
2 minutes
free throw
remaining
shooter.
in the
We
first
won't see a
half.
hack of that
2 minutes.
anytime soon.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Murray. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Johnson against Ingram. And here's Williamson. Shot clock at 5. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Shot from 16. San Antonio with a rebound. Here's Murray. Got it. 2 for 5
DeJounte
now.
Murray.
Finding a soft
Assist
spot
from
in the belly of that
Keldon
defense.
Johnson.
Murray taking full advantage.
New Orleans calls timeout.
For New Orleans.
And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Making a switch. Forbes is checked in. 1:04 left in the first half of this game. Pass to Ingram. Over Pirtle. And that one hits the back iron.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Now here's Johnson. 5 on the clock. Soft touch off the glass.
Johnson.
Now just a 4-point Pelican lead.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Inside. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding defense.
Ingram drops a dime.
Outside Murray. From about 19. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Pelicans ahead, up by 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Pajitsky. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. Well, for the Pelicans, Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
The passing is what kept the offense rolling. The communication has been tremendous. Guys are working as a unit and not as individuals. They've got to repeat that kind of role.
Jack, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, the story is their poor shooting. Under 40%. Got to give the decent credit. They look uninspired. It'd be nice to see fewer isolation plays, more ball movement, and create for each other.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You look at Zion Williamson. What a contribution.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. So on the floor for the Spurs, Murray and White in the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Thaddeus Young, and it's Pirtle in at the 5. The kick out to White. The shot. Off the left rim and out.
Nice rebound. trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
A tremendous on-ball defender, Derek White. He makes life easier for his
3-second violation.
physicality and
San Antonio
willingness to
ball.
take charges.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
San Antonio trailing here. Outside Murray. Outside White. Pass to Pirtle. Left side Murray. Here's White. He's covered by Hart. Spurs need to get one up here. Pirtle.
Shot clock violation.
They'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off.
Pelicans
The shot clock
ball.
violation. Well, the Pelicans shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. And another area where White helps the club defensively is in transition.
It's because he's good athletically, understands where he needs to be, and when he's aggressive, BA, and 100% focused, this team gets a lot more stops.
Young against Ingram. They kick it out to Murray. Clock at 4. Pass to White. The 3-ball. Up again. It's good on the
Thaddeus
putback.
Young.
Young's got 7 points in the game.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third-quarter drought.
Now here's Graham. He takes it in. Pirtle with some nice D.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Here's Murray. Pass to Pirtle. Yes.
Jakob
And it's Murray
Pirtle.
picking up the assist.
Assisted by
Murray's got 4
DeJounte
assists
Murray.
in the game.
Love the razor-sharp focus. Pirtle bouncing off contact and finishing well.
Now here's Ingram. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Takes a 3. San Antonio with a rebound. Young's got 4 rebounds in the game. Murray against Williamson. Murray passes to Pirtle. This for the tie. That ties the game.
Jakob Pirtle.
6 points for him.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pass to Hayes. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
Nice pass. You see the point guard skills. Ingram running the show.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
It's been fun watching
San Antonio
Brandon
with the
Ingram's
timeout.
stats climb. He's a guy
Who wants a t-shirt?
whether he's
I
inside
can't
or outside of the
hear
arc.
you. Make some noise.
To the lineup for the Spurs.
Pelicans. Marshall, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. Temple comes in for Brandon Ingram. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Hart. And it's Satoransky in for Graham. A moment here for an injury report. All right, a chance here to check in on Jonas Valanciunas. What's the status, Allie?
Well, the head athletic trainer for the Pelicans provided some information. And this one, not something you hear often. A pinched nerve in his elbow. But from the sound of it, it's much more than just a funny bone.
All right, Allie, thanks. Well, we're all hoping he gets healthy quickly, guys.
Yes, we do. And these trainers are so good at what they do. Hopefully, they'll be able to get him back on the court soon.
Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Hayes. Here's Temple. Elbow shot. Walker pulls down the board.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Got a piece of it, and he recovers it. He's off on the layup.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Marshall. Back to Alexander Walker. With some arc, he gets it in there. Alexander Walker's got 6. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Pelicans?
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
One other thing they've done very well is getting out in transition. They're running at every opportunity. Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
New Orleans calls timeout.
For the Spurs,
Valanciunas is checked in, and San Antonio also making a switch. Forbes is checked in for Walker. Satoransky outside. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive. Temple. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal
Defense
foul.
there doing whatever they
First
can
team
to
foul.
protect the rim.
At the line for New Orleans, Garrett Temple. At the line for 2.
And he makes a first. It's both from the stripe. Here's Vassell. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to McDermott. Let's go with a 3. Counted from distance.
Doug McDermott is a very good catch-and-shoot basketball player.
New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Alexander Walker. And good. Coming on the assist by Satoransky. Alexander Walker's got 8.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Back to Forbes. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. And that one drops for him. Here's Alexander Walker. Give him 8. Pass to Temple. Valanciunas with it. Here's Temple. Puts up a 3. On target from range.
Garrett Temple.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Here's Primo. Releases. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the shot clock, ending the quarter the right way.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Pelicans ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return.
Let's go, fans!
3 tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. New Orleans in the lead. It's an all-Duke forward pair. Ingram the 3, Zion the 4. Then it's Josh Hart. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Lewis in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Lewis. Johnson with the defensive effort. Pass to Murray. Here's Eubanks. Shot clock at 6. The fadeaway. Ooh, poked away. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting efficiently. 50% so far. Ingram against Murray. Outside Ingram. Shoots from 14. That's short off the rim.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Yep, that was good.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
High post, Valanciunas. And the Pelicans miss again. San Antonio shooting around 41%. Outside Murray. Pass to Forbes. Here's Eubanks. Young with it. He's covered by Hart. To take the lead. Hart with the defensive effort. The Pelicans have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Johnson against Ingram. Hart passes to Williamson. Rebound San Antonio. Young's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Murray. Good on the shot. And the Spurs lead by 2.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact.
It's the fourth quarter and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
New Orleans calls timeout. Spurs checked in for San Antonio. White comes in for Forbes.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks so much. I was able to hear New Orleans coach going over their plan during the break, and he had plenty of confidence. He told his players, we've worn those guys down. We can take advantage of it. We're not going away until the last second. Let's see how they respond. Back over to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Hart. Valanciunas controls the rebound.
Physicality from Valanciunas on the glass, securing the ball and sending it right back.
Pirtle, pass to Murray. Outside Young. Over Graham. No No good. A bit long that time. The Pelicans have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
White on the wing. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Hard with the defensive effort. The Pelicans shooting pretty well at 45%. Graham for 3. They get it back. Here's Valanciunas. Oh, rejected by Pirtle. White against Hart. It's White with a drive. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Spurs lead by 2. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for San Antonio?
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
Another thing I've noticed is their work on the offensive glass. Creating extra opportunities has been the key.
Big one. Coach feels comfortable going to Zion when it matters.
Offensive board. They kick it out to Murray. Outside Young. Graham against Johnson. Pass to Murray. Fires for 3. And it's Graham with the rebound. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Williamson passes to Graham. Back to Williamson. And here's Ingram. He's guarded by White. Here's Williamson. Graham for 3. Buries it from 3. And now a 3-point Pelican lead.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Murray against Graham. Looking to get back on track. The dive for the ball. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. .107 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson against Ingram. Over Johnson. The shot by Ingram, no good. And for the Spurs, they're shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Offensive board. Here's Johnson. San Antonio again missing. Ingram on the wing. Pass to Williamson. The kick out to Graham. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
Timeout called. The Spurs.
Timeout, Spurs.
They're losing by 6. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
Searching for a fast bucket and a way to stretch things out.
And on the defensive end, they'll have to foul whomever gets the ball. No time left to be picky.
Player of the game, DeJounte Murray.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
Johnson inside, covered by Ingram. Oh, blocked
San
by
Antonio,
Ingram.
foul.
Wonderful
Kelvin
defense from
Johnson.
Ingram. Good to see
That's
him
his
use
third
his length
personal
to
foul.
alter shots.
First team foul.
27 seconds left in the fourth
San
quarter.
Antonio,
And so they
foul.
choose to intentionally
Kelvin
foul.
Johnson. That's his 4th personal foul. 2nd team foul.
At the line for your Pelicans, Brandon Ingram. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
With continued hard work, Brandon Ingram, in my opinion, has the talent and size and skill to be a top 10 player in this league.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit.
Kelvin
All
Johnson.
night just wasn't meant to be. That's the pass you want, orchestrating the
Spurs
offense, creating
foul.
for others.
Derek
And an
White.
intentional foul
That's
right
his
there.
1st personal foul. 3rd team foul.
At the line for your Pelicans, Josh Hart. Taking 2 shots.
Relax on the first.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
Now a timeout called by San Antonio. They're behind by 7.
Look who's coming
17
to the
seconds
court.
left in the fourth.
Come on,
Guys,
get
what do you
up
think?
and get loud
just
for
haven't
your
put it all together
Pelicans
tonight.
dance
They are
team.
left picking up the remains of their game plan. Better luck next time.
To the lineup for the Spurs.
Here's McDermott. Off the inbound, no good. And here's Satoransky. And so the Pelicans take the
And
win.
your Pelicans
Boy, a
get the
hard-fought
win.
game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Zion, this is a team with some outstanding young players with complementary skills. How do you see yourself fitting in?
I think I fit in very well. I think I'm a very versatile player. You can throw me out there with any group, and I'm going to put up, do something to contribute. And I think we're a very unselfish team, so that plays a big part to it.
And any group would be happy to have you. Thanks, Zion.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking everyone for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.